it's been a rough, like, I don't know, 2 weeks, or at least solid 7 days of nothing but just getting our butts kicked with this thing. So as you remember, we hurt 4 intake valves at Cletus and Cars. We tulipped the valves, basically stretched them. Had the cylinder heads reworked by my buddy Matt LePage over at LePage Motorsports. Thanks, Matt. We put the heads back on the motor, put the motor back in the car after resealing the oil pan, fired up, only to find that we were still short compression on four cylinders. So, come to find out, we hurt a piston. 3 other cylinders were really weak in compression. I think we killed the rings on those, so we had to wind up pulling the motor back out, completely tear it all the way down, put a new set of pistons in it, put it back in the car in time for the Rogers Garage car show. Now, fired up, you guessed it, we were down compression. We were down 4 cylinders still. Turns out the injectors were just dirty in those holes after an engine rebuild. So, quick rinse of the injectors, kind of took that funny pit in my stomach away of, man, I'm not trying to rebuild this thing a 3rd time. So now it's a fresh motor, brand new pistons, heads are all reworked, we got brand new valves in the motor throughout. We put a fresh set of lifters in it, new head gaskets obviously. We're excited to see kind of what this combination is going to make, because we've also made some transmission changes. Our boy Mike Turner Racing Transmissions, he changed the converter up a little bit. We tightened up the stall converter and we added some dump valve to the transmission. So hopefully we can spool the thing on the starting line like we were, but actually run mile an hour at the back. So yes, we have to play around with the transmission a little bit. We don't exactly know what we're doing yet with the dump valve. We've got the Holley software in there, so we're excited to see how the Holley deals with it. It's a drop-down menu thing in their race transmission settings now, so that should make it a whole lot easier. But we got a little tinkering around to do with how we're going to make boost with this thing. Aside of that, we need to test this thing at the track. I'd love to put it back on the dyno, just kind of stretch your legs a little bit on the dyno, make sure we're still making the horsepower we used to be making, hopefully more. We've been working long hours, get this thing ready to run again.